He's a Bloomington favorite, a former Indiana Mr. Basketball, and an avid real estate agent at that. It was Anthony Leal who put up a career night. The senior guard hasn't seen much playing time in his 4-year career, but he has stayed ready for his one moment, his game, to truly shine. A much-needed break now begins for the Hoosiers as they wait for Santa to come into town. Indiana will take just a little over a week off after they have played 3 games in the span of 6 days. With the Crimson Guard back in attendance for the first time since winter break, the Cream and Crimson fed off their energy like they have all season long. And with one of the most difficult stretch of games upcoming for the Hoosiers as they take on 3 Quad 1 teams, this one was much needed. Yeah, I think the obvious answer would be somebody like Mackenzie Mbako or Khalil Ware, but I'm going to go in a different direction and say Anthony Walker because I really enjoyed his game against UND. Granted, it's an exhibition game. You're going to expect some other guys to produce a little bit more than they're probably going to produce in the regular season. But he was a key glue guy for Miami's Final Four run last year, and I think he could provide a very similar situation with the Indiana Hoosiers this season. I loved his defense, and I think that will go a long way this season.
Indiana's conference record in the regular season, what do you guys got?
It's you're exactly right. It's a shot in the dark because all we've seen from Indiana is one exhibition game, and like you said, there's just so much roster turnover that there's too many questions and you don't know what you're going to get from this group. So based off of that fact alone, I think Indiana is going to be lucky to get around 10 games that they win in the Big Ten Conference. It's going to be really close for them, and I don't know. The Big Ten, it's kind of a down year this year for the Big Ten, but you've got stacked competition up top with Michigan State and Purdue. It was 3 after 3 after 3. With the seconds ticking away and IU down by 2, it was a freshman taking the biggest shot of the game. The freshman was Gabe Cupps. Boilermaker fans were gifted not just with a Purdue victory, but free chicken sandwiches on top of Zach Edey's first career 3-pointer. Boos in the first half. Cheers in the second. A dominating championship in Texas. Well, it actually happened twice this weekend. Let's now travel 225 miles north to American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. And this was the women's national championship between Iowa and LSU. A star-studded matchup in Dallas, Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Wasting no time in this one, Clark pulls up from way downtown and nails it. Iowa up early. Now it's LSU's time to respond. Great feed from Reese to Johnson and gets it to fall plus the foul. But once again, it's Clark and Sonano combining to get Clark open for the 3 try and ties this one up end of the first quarter of play. It's going to be Jasmine Carson. She receives the ball, puts it up, bang. This is where everything started to fall apart for the Hawkeyes as Carson nails yet again another 3. Iowa needs a response badly, but no, that is a charge called on Caitlin Clark. You can see the arm extended for the charge, and she was not happy. Later on, Clark called for a technical foul for batting the ball away. She's confused. I'm confused. Everyone's confused at this point. Crunch time for the Natty, and it's the Tigers who rise above Alexis Morris with ice in her veins to put this one away. Fans are excited back in Baton Rouge. Angel Reese has some words or lack thereof for Caitlin Clark. The first championship for the LSU Tigers, and they get it in dominating fashion, defeating the Iowa Hawkeyes 102-85.